Hey, what do it, y'all? Swish Entertainment putting y'all tuned to all y'all favorite rappers and celebrities alike. But first, I need a little favor done for y'all first. Please like, comment, subscribe this video, hit that notification bell as well. That'll be very serious to the channel. You push on to this story. Now, today we'll be talking about Sean Combs going by the rap name of Diddy. This man has been under investigation for quite a while. This was stemmed from the lawsuit that was filed against him in the month of November last year in 2023. So this man had been accused of many heinous crimes by his former wife, Cassie Ventura. Cassie Ventura would accuse him of having committed crimes towards her, acts of violence, acts of sexual assault, and trafficking. Following this, within the ensuing months, the case would develop as many others would come forward to prosecute this man. Within the ensuing months, many people had made the decision to come forward and place accusations on Diddy's name. Accusations that will include this man having sexually assaulted a minor, committing acts of sexual assault towards employees that worked under him. Most recently, an employee that worked under Diddy has stepped forward to place accusations on his name, claiming that he sexually abused her, and she claimed that she witnessed this man abuse his former wife, Cassie Ventura. This woman, going by the name of Don Richard, had provided extensive information regarding Diddy. However, an employee that had worked alongside Don Richard that was listed many times in the lawsuit that she had filed has stepped forward to dispute the claims. This woman, going by the name of Kalina Harper, has stepped forward to dispute the allegations presented by Don Richard when accusing Diddy. This woman had came forward to dispute Don Richard's claims just a day ago. Federal agents had made the decision to raid Diddy's household in the month of March. However, they did not end up apprehending him, but instead approaching him at a Miami airport. Once they had approached him, they had forced the rapper to give up all of his electronic devices on his person. Transitioning into the month of May, footage will end up being released of Diddy having committed acts of assault towards his former wife, Cassie Ventura. Diddy's name following that was widely faced with controversy to no surprise. The man had made the decision to take to social media and make a public apology. So as expected, Diddy has now been arrested in the city of New York in Manhattan. The music mogul Diddy was taken into custody at 8:25 p.m. on Monday. So as we speak, Diddy is currently faced with 3 felony charges, which will consist of sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Diddy had made an attempt to post a $50 million bond, but that ended up being rejected. Diddy, as of this moment, is currently facing an indictment. This indictment has claims dating all the way back to the year of 2008, which comes as no surprise as federal agents had made the decision to make demands of a Miami hotel to hand over any information on Diddy. The request of the federal agents would demand that all the information would be handed over dating all the way back to 2008. This information will consist of check-in dates, check-out dates, credit card information, purchase history, and so on. So the indictment claims that Diddy is currently faced with would accuse him and members of his enterprise of allegedly having committed acts such as engaging in sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Diddy is facing accusations of having lured women in by seducing them and leading them onto a romantic relationship, proceeding that he is being said to have used force directed towards them and threatened them to engage in sexual acts with sex workers. The indictment is stating that the enterprise's purpose was to expand Diddy's brand globally. This was intended to be done through sources such as entertainment and media. But based off of the indictment, it says that Diddy had underlying intentions, which was the preservation of his power and to satisfy himself sexually. These sexual desires being granted by the exploitation of women and the usage of commercial sex work. Authorities have made the claims that Diddy was able to gain this satisfaction through the usage of freak-off parties. These freak-off parties are being said to have given sex performances. All these parties are being said to have been orchestrated by Diddy, and they were also filmed. Diddy is also being said to have shockingly pleasured himself during these freak-off parties. Various details have been disseminated when it comes to Diddy and the many accusations that he is faced with. Many items have ended up being salvaged from this man's household, which would include 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, all of which have been confiscated from Diddy's household. Federal agents are also making claims that they have recordings of Diddy telling people close to him to give the authorities false information to throw them off. Diddy has made the decision to come forward and plead not guilty to his racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking charges. The judge in this man's case had made the decision to reject Diddy's request for bail and said that he will remain under incarceration until his trial. A U.S. attorney has also come forward with information stating that Diddy had called Kalina Harper 54 times after Don Richard had filed her lawsuit towards him. Kalina Harper, as I've already told you, is an employee that had worked under Diddy that had worked alongside Don Richard. A discovery was also made the same day that Diddy was arrested. Federal agents had decided to perform a search on his hotel room. They will end up finding a pink powder substance. This substance, when tested, will end up registering positive for ecstasy and other drugs. Federal agents had made the decision to ship Diddy out of the Manhattan Federal Courthouse, and they would ensure that this man is transported to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Now, this detention center has held many renowned names under confinement, such as R. Kelly, Allison Mack, Fetty Wap, Michael Cohen, and Ghislaine Maxwell. So at this point, Diddy is currently awaiting a trial date which has yet to be publicized. The case against Diddy has been pending and developing for quite a while. As I had originally said, the first lawsuit against this man was filed in the month of November in 2023. So with this man being incarcerated after such a long investigation, it seems to just be the beginning of this man's extensive case. It can only be expected that those that were connected to his enterprise, his music company known as Bad Boy Records, and those that were in attendance of his parties could be brought in for questioning and even considered suspects. But only time will end up telling who will be prosecuted and given a sentence. But yeah, I'll just go cap out this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Are you guys surprised to see if this man Diddy had finally been arrested? Were you guys expecting this or not? Do you guys think that Diddy has any chance of being proven innocent, given the footage was presented to the public of this man committing acts of abuse towards his former wife, and the fact that this man is facing accusations of having committed so many heinous crimes from others? And to cap that off, how long do you guys see the Diddy case and his investigation prolonging in the future? Let all that be known in the comments, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm out.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.